Welcome to ProVenue and your new hospitality learning experience. ProVenue is a training management tool that has been developed for use in hotels, wedding and event venues, pubs and restaurants. As a manager, you have access to a catalogue of courses that you can allocate to your team as well as enrol on yourself. You also have access to a variety of other tools that are covered in separate videos. This video is to get you started on ProVenue so you can get your team trained and ready for work and start to familiarise yourself with the system. First of all, of course, you need to log in using the username and password you've been issued with. Once you log in, the first screen you will see is the ProVenue dashboard. And from the dashboard, you can jump straight into any courses you may have been allocated by clicking on the Learning Manager image. Or take a look at any appraisals you may have outstanding by clicking the Performance Manager image. You can also see the ProVenue Twitter account and the tweets that we've put out recently if you want to keep up to date with our current news. The other feature of the dashboard is the ability to log and assign a new incident report here over in the left-hand corner. Our incident manager handles all accidents and incidents from slips, trips and falls to injuries, environmental incidents, workplace inspection or audit non-compliances. It's actually a dedicated platform within ProVenue for recording, reporting and tracking incidents, and it's applicable for venues of any size. We will look at this in detail in a separate video, but just so you know, this here is a shortcut to this tool on the dashboard. Now, if you look on the left-hand side here, you will see the main navigation menu, and this is how you access the various areas in ProVenue. And the first one that we're going to look at is the profile, as this is where you can add a profile picture, change your password, check your appraisals, and more. Now, everything in this section can be edited by you. If your name hasn't been spelt correctly, you can change it. You can update your password to something more personal, and you can change or add a profile picture by using the Choose File button and selecting an image from your desktop or from your pictures if you're using a mobile device. You can also change the gender and role if either are wrong, but just remember to click Submit when you're done so the system saves the changes you've made. You can also add any documents you want to this section as well. Really, you can keep anything here from certificates for courses, resumes, really anything that you'd like to keep track of can be kept here for your use. Next up on the list, we're going to visit the Training tab, which is where you will find the courses that you're enrolled on. Now, as you can see on your screen, the only course Ross is enrolled in is the Staff Induction course. So we'll jump straight to the next tab, which is the Transcript. Now, the Transcript is where you'll see the details of your course enrolments once you've enrolled on some courses. This area really, or the first area, is quite self-explanatory. It simply confirms your login details, how many times you've logged in here. The pie chart here will give you your current status on all the courses you're enrolled in, and the enrolment section here lists all of your enrolments past and present, and you can see the status, the score, the grade and any time spent and the date you completed your course. If you want more information, simply click the information icon here and a drop down appears with more information, as you can see. You can also add learning events, as you can see here, that are outside of ProVenue. Now, many people will attend things like workshops, conferences and other CPD opportunities, and this really is a great way to keep track of them so you have all your learning activities in the same place. All you do is simply click Add Learning Event and enter the name of the event, the location, date and any CPD credits or points you've been assigned for attending. You can also add any documents from the event here, such as a certificate of attendance or any notes that you've taken at the event itself. So the next area we're going to look at is the Catalogue tab over here. And this is where you go when you want to enrol on another course or see what else is available for you to study. Now, this really is going to be based upon what your employer has decided to add to the catalogue and what you have access to. In this case, Ross has access to a wide range of courses, in fact all the courses that ProVenue currently offers, and he can self-enrol on these at any time if they have enrol next to them. If, however, they have request next to them, you will not be given immediate access to the course, as this is a course your manager will need to approve. These levels are determined at managerial levels. If there are a lot of courses available, you can also use the search box here to make it easier to find the course you're looking for, and for quick reference it also lists the courses that you're currently enrolled on. From this area you can also see any live events scheduled in the company training calendar by clicking Live Training Calendar. This will launch a calendar showing you what is scheduled next. Next on the list is the Resources tab, and this can really be used for anything depending on what your venue, hotel, restaurant or bar has decided to add here. We use this for things like how-to videos, our policies and procedures, and some induction information. As you can see, you can add as many different sections to it as you want. And of course, like any good system, we have a help desk that allows you to submit technical questions, queries on courses, or anything else that you're not sure of. This will usually be managed in-house by your HR department, but it really is dependent on the structure of your individual venue. The last two icons on the Learner tab, this is the Learner tab here, are only available to managers, which is these two here, Appraisal and Audit. And we have separate videos on the appraisal tool for you to look at a future date. But briefly, if you click on the Appraisals button, it will take you to a list of all the staff appraisals you've created, as well as allowing you to create a new appraisal by using this button here. The Audit button works in a similar way to the Appraisal button and allows you to see all the audits you've created, as well as allowing you to create a new one. And this is a department audit. These are the basic audits that you can create at managerial level. Okay, so that explains the learner role. So now it's time to move on to the next role, which is the manager role here. So this is the next one down on the outside tab. And when we click this, it loads the manager's profile. In this role, you can view the progress of your team, run reports on them, create and manage incidents, and upload resources that are specific to your team and what you would like to share with them. So let's start off with the My Team tab here. Now, as you can see on the screen, any teams that you will manage will appear in this dashboard, and they'll be split up by the name of the team or group. So, for Ross, he is the manager of events, food and beverage, housekeeping, front office, and that's it. So those are the teams that he is in charge of. And all the staff in each team or group are listed here. And using the icons here on the right hand side and up here to the corner of each team is how you can basically manage your team within ProVenue. So the person icon here, this one, allows you to add new employees or team members to each group you're the manager of. So this was like the profile section, but now it's blank because it's allowing you to add a new member to one of the team. So there's no waiting around for other people. You can allocate them training immediately and add them to your team. This here, the calendar icon, allows you to view your team's calendar of events. Using this green box here, you can enroll the entire group into a catalogue. So if you into a course. So if you just want to enroll the events group on a particular course, save enrolling each one individually, you can enroll the group using this button here. And the last icon here is a group report on training. You can segment reports based on who's completed, not attempted, passed, failed, overdue and incomplete. Next up, we have the manager dashboard that allows you to see an overview of each group. And as you can see it by graph, and like everything within ProVenue, there is a shortcut above each group on the right hand side to take you back to the group report, which is here for each group. Our next tab is the custom report tool. Now this allows you to pull reports in whichever way you want, At its most basic, you can pull a report by course taken, here, by group or user, but you can also drill down much further using dates, user criteria, group criteria to really give you the best view of your team and your team's performance. Our next tab is the Requests tab, where you can manage any course requests from your team. And as you can see, Sharon Jones has requested to take the food and beverage course. And all you need to do in order to approve it is press the plus button. If you don't want her to have access to this course, you can deny access as well. It really is up to you to decide what would be beneficial for your team, but this tab will allow you to manage any of those requests. We then have resources. Now, similar to what we had in the first role, the learner role, with those resources are ProVenue wide. So they are venue wide. Your entire venue can see those resources and they're managed at the admin level. These resources are managed by you. And this tab is your tab. And here you can upload whatever documents you feel would benefit your team. And it's extremely easy to use. You simply click the icon beside the group you wish to upload resources to. So here's your 4 groups: events, food and beverage, front office and housekeeping. Click here and you're given the option of uploading a resource or adding a resource link. So either of those are fine. And it's a great way to keep your team on their toes, giving them extra resources that are relevant to their department. Our final tab is for our incident manager. And if you remember, on your learner dashboard, you had an icon shortcut to allow you to create an incident. Well, this is where that took you, to our incident manager. As you can see, the first thing you're presented with is a list of all of the current and closed incidents. We will cover the incident tool, as I said, in a separate video, but as a manager, you will be responsible for managing and assigning all incidents, accidents, trips, slips and falls that occur within your areas of responsibility. And from this area, you can create new incidents by clicking on this button here, manage existing incidents by editing them here, and using this button, you can run a full report on all of the incidents. So as you can see, ProVenue is a full management training tool for the hospitality industry with tools covering performance management, incident and accident management, risk assessment, audit and compliance management, and of course a full reporting tool. To learn more about these other tools, simply go to the resources section in your learner role. So here's your learner role at the top, and there's your resources section, and all our how-to videos are in here for you to look at your leisure.